Hello and namaste everyone. This is the Seeker of Love and Light और आज का video is a short summary of session 2 of the Ra Contact. If you wish to listen to the entire Q&A sessions in Hindi, it's available on my Instagram page at Seeker of Love and Light, link to which is given in the description box, and if you wish to read the books, then the link to the PDF is also given below. I would like to say one more thing, guys, that the information given in this book by the six density beings called Ra will resonate differently with different people, and that it is your free will whether to accept it or reject or to ignore it, because your free will is of utmost importance. Thank you. So, session 2 was channeled and recorded on the 20th of January 1981. In the beginning of the session, Dawn asks Ra whether they would agree to make a book of these communications, as many people would understand and be interested in what they are saying. To which Ra says that there are a few people who will grasp this information without a significant distortion, and it is the free will of the trio how they want to share the information with others. If one is enlightened, are not all enlightened? So Dawn further asks Ra कि क्या वो अपने historical background और उनके हमारे illusion में earlier times के बारे में कुछ बता सकते हैं, which would be a good start to the book. Ra mentions that the teaching and learning, which is their responsibility, is more philosophical rather than historical, although they agreed to proceed with the request as the information was harmless. Ra states that they are those of the Confederation who visited our planetary culture 11,000 years ago, और उन्होंने अपने भोलेपन में ये समझ लिया that they could teach the people at that time by a direct contact without infringing anyone's free will, because these cultures were closely aligned with the oneness and the consciousness of all. And that's why वो आए थे उनसे मिलने जिन्हें उनकी सर्विसेज की ज़रूरत थी, और उनका स्वागत भी किया गया था. They gave them techniques of healing of the mind, body and spirit by means of using crystals placed within a certain appropriate series of ratios of the time and space material. And that's how the pyramids were created. So guys, Ra civilization was the one who built the pyramids 11,000 years ago, and they were the ones who gave the knowledge of healing with the help of crystals, which were already present on the earth at that time. आप में से जिन लोगों को crystals के बारे में पता है, वो जानते होंगे that there are different types of crystals and stones, including diamonds and rubies, and wearing them as rings or necklaces help in healing. So further, Ra states that these healing techniques were kept for those in power, जो law of one का intention बिल्कुल नहीं था, and that's why they left and did not return. But they remained in our vibration because they thought that it was their responsibility to change this distorted consciousness, which was not in resonance with the law of one. कॉन्फेडरेशन का जो दूसरा ग्रुप था जो साउथ अमेरिकन्स के साथ काम कर रहा था, they also faced a similar problem, but they did not give up and they returned. Ra attempted to contact the rulers of the land in Egypt and in the areas which is now known as the Holy Land. In the 18th dynasty, they were able to contact a pharaoh or a paroha who was quite young in his experience and was actually a wanderer. So आपने star seeds, light workers, messengers या earth angels जैसे terms तो सुने होंगे. These are nothing but wanderers, and wanderers are actually the members of the Confederation of Planets in the service of our infinite creator from different densities and planets who volunteer to incarnate on earth to help people and to raise the vibration of the planet. Not just earth, any third density planet that needs help. Ra आगे के सेशंस में wanderers के बारे में डिटेल में बताएंगे. Anyway, this young entity was named after a prosperous god called Amun, but he didn't like being worshipped, so he changed his name to Akhenaten, which honored the sun disk called as Aten in their language. So guys, at that time, our sun had a ring around it, Saturn ki tarah, but it disappeared over time, and that's why it looked like a space disk. So Akhenaten was able to grasp the vibration of one, and he decreed the law of one in his nation in order to progress spiritually. He ordered his priests to teach the law of one, but his beliefs were accepted by very few, and the spiritual essence of the seeking was lost. And when he left this density, meaning when he died, people continued in their beliefs in many gods. This continued until the one known as Muhammad, who was also a wanderer, taught people about the relationship between mind, body, and spirit, and the oneness of all beings. Dawn further asks about the healing techniques by the crystals and stones, to which Ra says that the principle of crystal healing is based upon an understanding of the hierarchical nature of the physical body. There are crystals which work on energies coming into the spiritual body, some which work on the energies from spirit to mind, and there are some crystals which balance the energies from mind to the body. And all these crystals are charged through a purified channel. सो बेसिकली यहाँ ये कह रहे हैं कि एक हीलर को या एक इनिशिएटर को मेडिटेशन में जाकर अपने आप को लव और लाइट से प्यूरिफाई करना पड़ता है इन ऑर्डर टू चार्ज दिस क्रिस्टल्स which is called the crystallization of the healer. The other thing that is necessary for the balancing and healing process is an appropriate ratio of shapes and placement of these crystals in a proper alignment with the energy fields of the planet and cosmic energies entering our planet's aura. जो लोग क्रिस्टल हीलिंग करते हैं उनको इन अलाइनमेंट्स के बारे में पता होगा. I just have a basic knowledge about this. The choosing of proper crystals is critical, but a crystalline structure like a diamond or a ruby can be used by a purified channel or the initiator who is filled with the love and light of our Creator. Ra did not elaborate much about types of crystals in this session because it would get very exhausting for Carla. Further, Dawn asks how the pyramids were made and what was their purpose. Ra says that the larger pyramid, the pyramids of Giza, was built by them by using the forces of one. The stones are still alive. Guys, we have heard in our culture that God exists inside everything, even stones. It's true according to Ra. Everything inside the creation is very much alive. Every rock, every mineral, the mountains, the rivers, trees are beaming with life. Even our planet is a living entity. Our ancestors knew about it, and that's why they worshipped and honored them as an extension of our infinite Creator. But now we have been programmed in such a way that we have forgotten about this knowledge. Anyway, Ra mentions that there were two purposes of building the pyramids. Firstly, to have a properly oriented place of initiation for those who wished to become a purified channel for the law of one. And the second was for the balancing of energies and healing of a person's mind, body, and spirit, and of the planet itself. For your information, in these books, Ra refers to an individual or a person as a mind, body, spirit complex because as we humans and as we are in the third density, we are made up of a complex of body, mind, and soul. They built a series of such pyramids which were charged by crystals to balance the incoming energies of the one creation, and they continued the work of their brothers from the Confederation who had already built similar structures charged with the crystals all over the planet to complete a ring of these structures on the earth's surface. So guys, यहाँ पर रा कुछ ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर्स के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं जो इनके आने से पहले कॉन्फेडरेशन के कुछ मेंबर्स ने हमारे प्लैनेट पर बनाए थे in form of temples and buildings in pyramidal structures. अगर आप गूगल करेंगे तो आपको ऐसे कई स्ट्रक्चर्स हमारे इंडिया में भी मिलेंगे. Finally, it's your free will. I won't talk much about it, but I'm sure you're smart enough to connect the dots. Anyway, Dawn further wanted to know about a capstone which was placed at the top of the pyramid at that time and what technique was used to move such big and heavy blocks to build these pyramids. But as Ra could sense that Kala's energy was getting low, they offered to answer this query in the next session. They also told a few more things to make her more comfortable, after Dawn asked them to, of course, because you'll see in these sessions, as the session progresses, Ra has answered only those queries which are asked, which is one of the laws of the universe. Ask and you shall get. If you do not ask, you will not get it. I personally found these information very useful, so I will share these with you. Ra asked them to move in a circle around Kala while saying a protection prayer. So guys, आप notice करेंगे that if you say this prayer before sitting in meditation, especially if you sit facing towards the north to northeast, because the new age love and light vibrations are coming from this direction now, you will have amazing experiences during meditation and might even feel the presence of our brothers and sisters of the Confederation and higher beings around you. I personally have felt this and I started crying when I felt so much love around me. If you also had similar experiences in your meditation, you can share them with us in the comment box. Again, it's your free will. So the prayer goes like this. What is the law? The law is one. Why are we here? We seek the law of one. Why do we seek Ra? Because Ra is a humble messenger of the law of one. So together we purify this place in love and in light of our infinite Creator, and we restrict any negative thought form or negative entity from entering this circle because the law is one. ये prayer हिंदी में भी है. You can find it on my Instagram page. I'm going to put this prayer at the beginning of all sessions henceforth. So Ra also suggests that Carla should wear loose white robes and to place a glass of water, a white candle or an essence and a Bible open to the Gospel of John chapter 1 on a table behind Carla's head. So guys, Ra ने यहाँ Bible रखने के लिए बोला है because Carla was Christian and she was attached to it and felt protected in its presence. But any book you are connected to can be placed during a trance state or meditative state. So, as usual, Ra leaves by saying the following statement. I leave you in the glory and in the peace of our one infinite Creator. Rejoice then in the love and in the light and go forth in the power of one Creator. Adane. Thank you everyone. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more sessions ahead. Thank you.